Dashboards. The Dashboards tabs are the primary method of viewing the real-time data that the machines have provided through the VSPT app. Clicking on Dashboards will show different dashboards to choose from. Each presents the data organized in unique formats. The Help button is located in the top left corner beside the page title of the VSP Tracker portal. Clicking on this button will open up a pop-up window with various help options. If you have any questions or need assistance using the VSP Tracker portal, don't hesitate to click on the Help button for guidance. Foreman Dashboard. The Foreman Dashboard is the main way to view the data for the selected day and site, with machines grouped by their type for quick and easy navigation. This provides a very broad overview of all the machines that are currently at work and what each of them is doing. Clicking on any one machine will show that machine's productivity, including its total waiting time, what material they last transported, from where to where, and the length of that journey. Hovering over any section of the circle will display the volume and weight of that material transported by the selected machine. Clicking on Display on Map will show the last journey and all of its information presented on a map of the site. Clicking on any of the truck icons will show much more in-depth information regarding that particular load. Going back and clicking on Display Details will display all of that machine's data for that day, showing either all of the journeys made with all possible data for each trip. In either menu, clicking on Go will display that individual journey, or stop overlaid on the site map. The stack icon on the right can allow us to change between map and satellite view. Also, to choose or hide the file that we choose earlier. We can go full screen by using the picture icon. We can zoom in by clicking on the plus icon. We can zoom out by clicking on the minus icon. We can easily locate ourselves within 5 meters, using GPS devices like mobile phones by using the blip icon here. We can measure the distance from here, then draw a line, then double-click on the last node, to finish the line as follows. From this icon, we can create a new measurement by dropping 2 points and it will measure the distance between them directly. Drop 3 points or more, and it will provide you with a polygon area and parameter. Double-click to finish the polygon measurement. Materials Dashboard. The Materials Dashboard shows all of the day's loads in a compacted manner, allowing a greater overview of the day's work. Hovering over the circle will display the total volume and weight of the material transported that day by all machines. Clicking on Display Details will show a list of every load that has been conducted that day, allowing any specific load to be viewed on a map overlay by pressing Go, or all of them to be shown by pressing Display on Map. As with the map feature previously, any material can be included or excluded along with any particular load made, to effectively visualize where the material that day has been transported to or from by any particular machine. Location Dashboard. The Location Dashboard organizes the data to quickly show where most of the material each day has been loaded from and unloaded to. Clicking on Display Details will show all of the loads and unloads that were made at each of the locations that day. Clicking on Display on Map will show all of the data with the loads able to be sorted by their location, either including or excluding particular loads or locations depending on your needs. Miscellaneous Dashboard. In Miscellaneous Dashboard, you can find the longest waiting machine. Clicking on Edit Settings offers a shortcut to edit the longest waiting machine. Operators' training, permit, and license need to be renewed. Refueling Dashboard. The Refueling Dashboard shows all of the information regarding the site and machine refuelings that have occurred. The most recently created refueling will be shown on any site or machine icon. Clicking on any of the menus will bring up each of the active machines of that type and their most recent refueling. Clicking on any one site or machine will bring up all of the previous refuelings for that machine or site and the option to create a new refueling. If a new refueling is made for the currently selected site or machine, it will show up with the rest of the previous refuelings after the page is refreshed. Switchboards. The Switchboards tab displays and allows you to edit all of the current and previous admin information contained within the VSPT portal and app. Clicking on Switchboards will show each of the switchboards that will allow you to make changes to the company's machines, portal users, and operators' drivers. Machine status. The Machine Status switchboard displays all of the current and previous machines that have worked at the selected sites and have entered data through the VSPT app. Each machine has displayed its relevant information for easy viewing, as well as its current status and state. A machine status shows whether the machine is likely to continue work and is connected to the VSPT app. If not, then the machine is flagged as inactive and hidden by default. Clicking on the slider will include the inactive machines in the Currently Viewed tab. The state of a machine indicates whether the machine is currently logged in or not, with running means that the machine is logged in. Clicking on each of the tabs will change which of the machines you would like to view at the moment, with all machines showing all running and stopped machines. Running and stopped show their respective machines, and inactive machines show only the currently inactive machines. The search bar at the top of the page allows you to search for a particular machine or a set of machines by typing in the machine or machines you are looking for. For example, if you would only like to view the running dump trucks, you would navigate to the Running tab and type in the search bar dump truck, and only the currently running dump trucks will be shown below. Clicking Edit on any particular machine will allow you to edit the current machine's information such as the brand, plant name, fleet number, and machine hours, as well as allow you to switch the machine to and from inactive when the machine is no longer going to be used on site. Clicking on Update will save whatever changes you have made and update the information automatically throughout the portal. At the top of the switchboard, you will also find a shortcut to create new machines using the Create New Machine button. We can create a new machine using the button on top. Enter the site, machine type, machine brand, manufacture date, then add machine. Users. The Users switchboard allows you to view and change the information of different users of the portal. Every user of the portal is listed here along with their login information and relevant documentation start and expiry dates if entered. Clicking under Action on a specific user will show a pop-up showing the option to edit or delete the currently selected user. Under Edit you can edit their relevant information, as well as disable the user by switching them to inactive. Under the Users switchboard, you also have a shortcut to create new users using the Create New User button at the top of the page. Select user role. Enter username. Enter the email. Enter the password. Induction start date. Induction expiry date. Driving license expiry date. Medical expiry date. If you have any notes, you can place them here. Then add user. Operators. The operators switchboard operates much like the users switchboard, in that you can view and edit different machine operators. Each operator is shown with their relevant start and expiry date for their important documents. Dates are marked in yellow when the expiry date is within 30 days, or marked red if they are within 7 days. If an operator is nearing their date of expiry, an automatic notification will be added to the dashboard so that any relevant personnel can be automatically informed, and the proper course of action could be taken. Clicking on Operators Details will bring up more detailed information about each operator, such as the most recent information regarding VSPT app version they used. Clicking Edit on any particular operator will allow you to edit that operator's information. Also, it offers the ability to disable that operator by switching them to inactive. You also have a shortcut to create new operators, using the Create New Operators button at the top of the page. Enter the name, login PIN, select machine type, induction start date, induction expiry date, driving license expiry date, medical expiry date. If you have any notes, you can place them here. Then add operator. Production tracking. Production tracking brings up all of the different kinds of machine types that the portal and app are compatible with. Clicking on any machine type will bring up all of the machines of that type and all of their relevant data that has been collected. For example, clicking on dump trucks brings up all of the trips that every dump truck has made at every site. Clicking on Trips Detailed or Trips Raw will provide more detailed information for every trip. The central buttons on the page allow you to filter through the trips to show only the trips that you are specifically looking for. The Date Picker tool allows you to select the start and end dates to show all trips that occurred within the range of the selected dates. The Custom Filter tool particularly allows you to specify different details of the trips you are searching for, which will change depending on which page of detail you are currently on, offering you the ability to filter by settings such as the truck, loading machine, and much more. The Reset Filter button reverts the effects of the Custom Filter button. Let's see the difference between loaded time and cycle time. Loaded time equals load area A to unload area B. Cycle time equals load area A to unload area B and back to next load. Show Map Selectors allows you to select specific trips to show on a map overlay, with the Loads By option allowing you to show and sort the trips within the overlay using different parameters. While clicking on Map will bring up the selected loads and the map overlay. All loads within the selected dates will be included by default. The stack icon on the right can allow us to change between map and satellite view. Also, to choose or hide the file that we choose earlier. We can go full screen by using the picture icon. We can zoom in by clicking on the plus icon. We can zoom out by clicking on the minus icon. We can easily locate ourselves within 5 meters, using GPS devices like mobile phones by using the blip icon here. We can measure the distance from here, then draw a line, then double-click on the last node, to finish the line as follows. From this icon, we can create a new measurement by dropping 2 points and it will measure the distance between them directly. Drop 3 points or more, and it will provide you with a polygon area and parameter. Double-click to finish the polygon measurement. Though certain loads can be manually excluded by clicking on the Additional Actions button on the specific trip, as long as you are on the Trips Detailed or Raw tab. Status Legend brings up the color code for each trip. Reset Selection will undo any selection changes that have been made to the trips. The Export Data button is a shortcut to be able to export the data selected through the Date Picker and Custom Filter options. Site Data Folders. The Site Data Folders tab holds all of the files that have been uploaded to the VSPT portal and organized into site folders. The search bar at the top allows you to type in the name of a site if there are numerous site folders to search through. Clicking on a specific site will bring up that site's folder, showing all subfolders and files within. To create a new folder, click on Create New Folder, enter a name, and the security access. Then click on Create Folder. Clicking on Upload allows you to upload additional files to the selected folder. Simply drag or select the file you wish to upload and click on Upload. Then we can view the file by clicking on View. Clicking on Select brings up the search bar, which will allow you to search for a specific file within the selected file. Clicking on Status Legend brings up the color-coded legend for the files, indicating whether the files were uploaded properly and who has access to them. Clicking on Reset Selection will unselect all file selections that have been made. Clicking under Additional Actions on a specific file will bring up additional actions that you can take with that file, such as downloading, moving, or changing the security access to that file. Design Changes KML Design changes help operators and staff locate themselves. Stormwater design contractors can easily access design information at all times. Operators know where not to store materials, for example not placing stockpiles on stormwater manholes. Sample Pond 1A All as-built information is available anytime anywhere. Reports. The Reports tab brings up all the different kinds of reports that you are able to create with all the data that is on the VSPT portal. The reports are separated into two types of reports: static reports, which will create a spreadsheet containing all of the data that you have selected, and interactive reports, which give a detailed insight into the trips that have been conducted and will be explained shortly. Static reports. You can use the Date Picker option to choose from which days would you like the data from, before clicking refresh to see the data you have selected. Clicking on any of the sub-tabs will restrict the data to a specific type of machine, while typing in the search bar can further narrow down the data that you would like to report. Clicking on Go on a specific set of data will bring up more information about that data set. All loads within the selected dates will be included by default. The stack icon on the right can allow us to change between map and satellite view. Also, to choose or hide the file that we choose earlier. We can go full screen by using the picture icon. We can zoom in by clicking on the plus icon. We can zoom out by clicking on the minus icon. We can easily locate ourselves within 5 meters, using GPS devices like mobile phones by using the blip icon here. We can measure the distance from here, then draw a line, then double-click on the last node, to finish the line as follows. From this icon, we can create a new measurement by dropping 2 points and it will measure the distance between them directly. Drop 3 points or more, and it will provide you with a polygon area and parameter. Double-click to finish the polygon measurement. When you are satisfied with the data you have selected, clicking on Export Report will download the newly created report directly onto your computer. Interactive reports. The interactive reports, as stated previously, have much more information about the individual and total trips that have been made by your machines. Like the static reports, the interactive reports use the Date Picker tool to choose what days to take the data from, to create the report. The productivity report shows all of the trips that have occurred within the chosen dates and all of their data. Identical trips that are repeated within the same day are combined into one data set so that you can quickly view all of the data that has been produced each day in an organized manner. The data that is included in this report is the trip durations, volumes, weights, final start, and stop times totaled with the number of trips combined recorded as shift trips or trips on the report itself. The total trips duration shown on the report includes waiting times for the machine but excludes machine stop times as the machine was not running. Custom reports. We have custom reports, which are custom-tailored reports, ordered by individual companies to show the data in a different way that best suits them. Using reports ordered by different companies should be done with caution, as not all reports show all of the same data with different measures being used for each report. If you would like us to create a custom report for you and your company, feel free to contact us to discuss your options. Export. The export page allows you to export the data obtained by the VSPT app into different file formats, based on your particular needs. For example, if you would like to export dump truck data from a specific truck or operator during a range of days, you would select Dump Truck Trips. then start and end dates for the range of days you require. And select the specific trucks or operators whose data you require. Click on Refresh and then Export Data. This will bring up a window with all of the different file format options. Select the format you wish to export the data in. And finally click on Download Data to download the selected data in the chosen file format directly to your computer. Refueling. The Refueling tab allows you to keep track of all of the refuelings that have occurred to and around a site. The refuelings are organized into sites and machines to be able to differentiate when a site is refueled by an external company, or when a machine is refueled internally. Sites. The Sites tab keeps track of all times that a site is externally refueled by a fueling company. The option to create new refueling is at the top of the page, where upon entering the desired site, fuel type, unit, and quantity, then ensuring that the correct date is selected, click on Add Refueling will create the new refueling, and after clicking Refresh, the new refueling will appear below. Again, using the Date Picker tool allows you to view only the refuelings from a specific range of dates, and there is a shortcut to export the refueling data here as well. Machines. The Machines tab tracks all of the machine refuelings that have occurred at each of your sites. To create a new machine refueling, click on Create New Refueling, select the site, machine type, machine name, then enter the fuel type. Select the appropriate refueling unit, and enter the amount of fuel. If the machine was fueled by an external company's tanker, it is recommended that you record the information of that tanker to show it was externally refueled, otherwise ensure the correct date of refueling is correct, and click Add Refueling. As before, there is a shortcut to export the machine refueling data from here as well as the useful Date Picker tool as well. Anticipate. The Anticipate tab contains useful information regarding the ability to anticipate the volume of soil required to be transported to fulfill your contracts. Materials Characteristics. The Materials Characteristics tab shows an explanation of bulking and compaction factors that will be useful to understand for mining, transporting, and delivering to your contracts. Though it should be noted that the shown characteristics and factors are meant to be used only as a guide, the actual characteristics and factors could vary on your specific site conditions. Useful Formulas. The Useful Formulas tab contains, as the name implies, useful formulas for use in calculating required volumes based on the material characteristics collected from the labs. Settings. The Settings tab is the place where changes can be made to both the portal and app settings, allowing for full control over what's shown in both the VSPT portal and the app. Portal Settings. The Portal Settings tab allows controlling the VSPT portal. Sites. The Sites tab allows you to view and search through all sites that are in your company, with the ability to change the default site. The default site is the site that will be automatically selected as the location in the Dashboards tab. Users. The Users tab shows you all of the created users with VSPT portal access. Clicking on Create New User allows you to create a new user with their own unique username and password to the portal so that you can grant access to the portal to those who need it. To create a new user, select the appropriate user role, enter a new username and password as well as the user's email, and optionally enter in any additional information, such as induction start and end dates as well as their medical and driver's license expiry dates, and click on Add User. Auto Refresh. The Auto Refresh tab allows you to change how frequently the dashboards will automatically refresh and show the latest data, being provided in real time from the VSPT app and machines. Simply changing the number in the provided fields and clicking Update Settings is all that needs to be done. It's that easy. Auto Logouts. The Auto Logouts tab allows you to change after how long of being inactive will the app or portal automatically log out. At the top of the screen, clicking on Create Machine Auto Logout will set up a new machine auto logout time, by entering which site, machine type, as well as the inactive time on the app before the machine logs out, and clicking on Add Machine Auto Logout. This will automatically update the VSPT app settings in your machines, and the app will automatically log out after the amount of time you have selected. From here you are also able to do the same for the portal itself. Clicking Edit Auto Logout on any logout will allow you to edit the settings for that individual logout, as well as disable and enable different logouts. Portal Layout. Clicking on the dark theme enables the dark mode or disables it. Portal pagination and front-end pagination allow controlling the page placement. CO2 emissions enables or disables the estimation of the production of carbon dioxide. Longest waiting. The longest waiting tab is the place to create new longest waiting identifiers on the dashboards for different machine types, as well as edit the settings of the existing ones. Clicking on Create New Waiting. Select the chosen site, machine type, and the longest waiting time will set up a new waiting indicator on the dashboards after clicking Add Waiting, to keep an eye on the longest waiting machines of each type that day. App Settings. The App Settings tab holds all the tabs related to the application itself. Locations. The Locations tab allows you to create and manage the available locations, to be selected on the VSPT app by your machines. Setting up a new location involves only clicking Create New Location, entering the relevant site location name, choosing the desired color, and clicking Create Location. Clicking Edit on any existing location allows you to edit that location settings as well as being able to disable and enable it using the slider. The Order Locations tab allows you to change the locations order on the app. Simply dragging the available locations into the desired order, and clicking Save Order will save the current order of locations, and automatically update the VSPT app to match the new locations order. Materials. The Materials tab, like the Locations and Tasks tabs, allows you to create and manage the materials that are available on your site. The key difference between the two is that when creating a new material, you must also choose the relevant machine type that the material is being selected by, and enter the site-specific conversion factor that will ensure that the calculated volume is accurate. The editing and ordering of the materials work the same as it does for the locations. Tasks. The Tasks tab allows you to show, add, and edit machine tasks. To create a new task, click on Create a New Task at the top. Select Site, Machine Type, and Machine Task. Then add a task. We can show or hide inactive tasks using this slider. We can edit tasks by clicking on Edit button. Order Tasks tab works as the previous tabs. Just hold and drag the tasks in the preferred order, then click on Save Order. Operators. The Operators tab shows us all the listed operators. We can add a new operator from the top. Fill in the name, login PIN, allowed machine, induction start and induction, driving license, and medical expiry dates. Then add operator. We can show or hide inactive operators by clicking on this slider here. We can edit any operator's info by clicking on Edit. The Operators Details tab shows every detail about each operator. Also, we can edit any operator by clicking on Edit. Machines. The Machines tab allows you to view and edit any current machines, as well as set up new machines that will be able to use on the VSPT app, or any new machine model that will be present on site. To create a new model, click on Create New Model. enter the machine type, brand, and finally click Add. To set up a new machine, click on Create New Machine, and enter the relevant site, machine type, brand. You can also add in the manufacture date, then add machine. Machine brands. The Machine Brands tab allows you to create and edit different machine brands that are selectable around the rest of the VSPT portal. Clicking Create Machine Brands and entering the machine type and brand name before pressing Add Machine Brand will create a new machine brand that can be selected when creating a new machine or other such settings throughout the rest of the portal. Clicking Edit on any existing machine brand will allow you to edit that brand with the option to disable or enable that brand with the slider. Machines Models. The Machines Models tab allows you to create and edit the machine models that are available when you go to create a new machine. To create a new model, click on Create New Model, enter the machine type, machine brand, then press Add. From this tab, you also have a shortcut to create a new machine. Just enter the site, machine type, machine brand. Also, you can enter the manufacture date. Then click on Add Machine. Clicking Edit on any model will allow you to edit the name and settings of that model, with the ability to disable or enable the model using the slider. Machine Stop Reasons. Within the Machine Stop Reasons tab, as the name would imply, you are able to create and edit the selectable reasons that the operators can indicate why they have stopped. To create a new machine stop reason, press Create New Machine Stop Reason, and enter the name of the reason before clicking Add Stop Reason. Clicking Edit on any current machine stop reason will allow you to change the name of that stop reason as well as disable or enable that stop reason using the slider. Check Forms. The Check Forms tab allows you to create and edit the check forms that can be filled out by the operators on the VSPT app. To set up a new check form, click on Create New Check Form, fill in the desired site, machine types, and whether you want the check form to be created for only certain machines or all machines of a chosen type. Select a check form schedule from the list. The schedule will determine when and how often the check form will be due for completion by the operator. Due after days means that it will be due after a certain number of days have passed. Due after machine hours means that it will be due after a certain number of machine hours have passed. Due at machine start means that when the machine is started, then the check form will be due. With each of the stated options, you can either set the check forms to be due every time the requirements have been met or only once, depending on whether you have selected the one-time version of each setting. Finally, enter the number of days or machine hours, after which the check form will be due, and the name of the check form before pressing Create Check Form to finish creating the check form. Once the check form has been created, you will need to add check form questions to the check form. To do so, click under Actions on the check form in question and press Add Questions. Check Form Questions. The Check Forms Questions tab is the main place to create new questions for use in your check forms. To create a new check form question, click on Create New Question. The question type is the possible responses to the question asked, with acceptable, unacceptable, meaning that the operator can choose out of those two options. Answer with comment means they can add a comment to their answer as well. Answer with image means they can upload an image to their answer. If a with image option was selected, an image limit and quality must be selected. Critical means that if the answer is unacceptable to the question asked, then they must stop the machine. And finally, the actual question itself entered into the field, before pressing Add Question to create the question. Auto Logout. This tab allows us to control after how long will the user get logged out automatically. To make a new logout command, click on Create Machine Auto Logout. Enter the site, machine type, and auto logout time in minutes. Then click on Add Machine Auto Logout. We can check the machines or portal auto logout and edit any by clicking on Edit. Map Overlay. The Map Overlay tab allows you to import any KML or KMZ file to be used within the map overlay options around the app and portal. To upload a new overlay, click on Import New Sitemap and select the desired site and file before pressing Import Sitemap. To edit a current overlay, press Edit Map under Action, and this will allow you to enable and disable the selected site overlay. Help. The Help tab shows you all the information you might need to assist you in the usage of our portal and VSPT app. Portal. The Portal tab has two methods of offering you assistance: the Manuals tab, which holds in-depth step-by-step manuals that fully explain how to use each section of the portal. The other option is to watch informational help videos under the Videos tab. App. The App tab, like the Portal tab above, allows you to watch videos or read manuals explaining how to effectively use the VSPT app to its full extent. The Logout tab is used to log out just by clicking over it. Thank you for watching.